Welcome back to Wild Patch Homestead. My name is Steph and I thought I would bring you along because I'm using some of my sweet potatoes. So I still have a few here. I've decided not to cure them just because they peel so easily if they're not cured. Because basically curing is making the outside skin like harder so that they don't go rotten as quickly. But these will be okay for a little while just like this. So what I've decided to do today is make some sweet potato patties just with some of the ingredients that I have got out in the garden. In here I have a mix of kale, spinach, beet, some peas there. There's not very many. They're not really ready yet. That's some nasturtium salt, some thyme, and some parsley as well. And then I added a little bit of basil pesto. So I'm just gonna give that a bit of a mix in with the sweet potatoes in a moment. They're just cooking. Okay, so all I've done here is get the sweet potatoes in here and all mashed up. I have got some breadcrumbs, so I'm gonna pop some of these in here. And then I'm gonna add some eggs. I probably don't need the eggs too much, but because there's not loads of sweet potato, I'm going to add them anyway, but I thought it was really funny because I wanted to be real here. This is what can happen. It's not beautiful. You would never find one like this in the supermarket, but I have a chicken who always lays eggs like this and they're really thin shelled, and then I have others that lay eggs that look like you would get them in the supermarket. So anyway, so I'm going to add that in as well. Okay, so here we go. So I'm just going to give it all a really good mix through, and then we're going to turn these into little patties ready to pop into our cast iron. So I have just added a little bit of oil in here, and so we're just getting that heated up so it's ready just to pop these in and fry off. So here are our little sweet potato patties. You can make them any size you like. Now my only tip that I would suggest is wet your hands first and then mold the balls. If you don't, they'll end up a bit more like this one where it's all kind of all over the place, rather than you can just really roll it and work with it a lot better. Now I'll also, a couple of ingredients I forgot to mention, I did also add some spring onions from the garden, and I also added about maybe half a tablespoon or a teaspoon or so of rice flour just to help combine at the end. But this is what it looks like. So it's got quite a lot more structure to it since I added the rice flour. Rice flour is really good for like helping absorb any of the extra liquid, and so in a situation like this where it was still a little bit too pliable, that kind of fixed it right up and made me able to like work with it a bit more. So I have the heat on medium high for these, and I will just cook them off. I mean, realistically the sweet potatoes are already cooked, but it does have egg and breadcrumbs and stuff in it, so I want to give them a really good cook through. And in the meantime I've got the kettle on and I'm going to make myself a cuppa. Okay, I got a little bit distracted when I was doing, oopsie, that's okay, I was unpacking the dishwasher. But that's okay. My family actually don't mind things that are a little bit nice and crunchy thanks to the cast iron. So I'm pretty happy, with how these have turned out. I've still got those other ones to do as well. But in the end, here's my plate, and we're going to pop that with some salad or something else. Yeah, and some bread and things. So nice, super quick, easy, healthy meal for us. Alright, well we're all done for the night, so thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to mention there's just something really satisfying about making things like this, out of homegrown ingredients. So it's a good feeling. But thank you so much for joining me. Have an amazing day or evening wherever you are, and we'll see you guys again soon. Bye.